delicious homemade chicken korma for Fakeaway February.
You know you got chocolate on your lip.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
So you put on the rice, and apparently you put on 1 cup of rice, you put on 2 cups of water, and you work out the right amount, but I of course haven't done that. If you put on a pan to get hot, now to keep this as a healthy takeaway, just do squirts. Because each squirt apparently is 1 calorie, and also if you do an olive oil one, this isn't too bad for you, okay? So I've got an olive oil spray, so you put the squirts in there. However many you want to do, but it's really a lot less, lot more healthy than buying a takeaway. So there we go, put that in, let that get hot. So I have the onions softening there. I'm adding a little bit of garlic and some ginger. I haven't got any ginger, so I'm doing just ginger powder. Do not worry about these things, guys. You know what, I don't even measure, I'm terrible. So yeah, just do that and let it get all nice and soft. So the rice is half done, so I'm going to do a little bit of salt, just a couple of pinches of salt, don't too much salt. You don't have to do salt, don't worry about it. So I do a spoon of cinnamon, so I do about a small spoon of cinnamon, roughly, ish, okay. And another spoon of turmeric as well. This is all for the rice, so a nice big spoon of turmeric. I want a bit more cinnamon actually. Now cardamom pods are always really good for all kind of Indian foods, particularly korma. So it's going to go in both. If I put a cardamom pod, do you know what? Just one. In fact 2. I do 2 cardamom pods.
What a funny name.
Bronte's saying, what a funny name. There you go. Cardamom pods, okay? Pods. It's like a tongue twister.
Pods.
Cardamom pods, yeah. Pods. Now, if you have got a bay leaf, stick a bay leaf in. I don't always, I do sometimes. So the cardamom pods and the bay leaf are just kind of extra. Do try to go for those spices though. If you do cinnamon and turmeric's really, really good for you as well. If you've got any cloves, just put those in. I don't have any full cloves. Don't do too much cloves. Don't do a whole spoon or anything, because you only do 2 small cloves. So I'd say just a tiny bit of cloves, not too much. It's really, really strong. And then that is what you put in your rice. A bit of tomato puree in with the onions. Okay, so I put the chicken in. Usually I would have I wouldn't have cooked chicken, but I had some chicken anyway, so I've stirred it up with all of that, make it nice, let it soak for a bit. You can actually put it in a bag overnight to let it soak with before you put the tomato first, if you like, with the first 3 ingredients. And then after that we add these. So it's going to be cumin, cinnamon, garam masala, nutmeg, not so much nutmeg, some coriander, turmeric. Oh, this is, oh gosh, cats, sorry, in the background, knocking things over. And then just some curry powder. I do mild, do what you want, I do mild. And then stick 1 cardamom pod in again, okay? So
Cardamom pod.
Stick those in. So equal kind of amounts. Do a little bit extra cumin, a little bit extra of the turmeric, a little bit extra of the cinnamon, because they carry the flavour quite nice. So you can do a little bit extra of the curry as well. Not too much on the cardamom pods, not too much on the coriander, not too much on the nutmeg, definitely. Garam masala is okay to go in quite well as well. So if you can do that, and then you mix that in, and then quite quickly after that add the, well, it's up to you which one you add. So you can add low fat yogurt, because we are doing the healthy version, or you can do full fat yogurt, because some people think the fats are good, or you can have, we've got light coconut milk, but you can have full fat coconut milk. One of those two, you mix it in. After you've put those spices in, you give it a good mix. This is how the rice is looking, lush. So this is it looking absolutely lush, being mixed up with the herbs, with the spices, sorry. And then it gets nice and all the smells are coming off. Keep it stirring, you don't want it to burn or anything. Then you add either the yogurt or the coconut milk. I think I'm going to just do coconut milk today. Actually, don't forget to do some honey. Well, I do honey. You can do sugar, but as I said, we are doing the healthy version. I put some honey in before you put in or around the time. You can put it before or after, actually. I have done both. I sometimes find that I don't want it to burn otherwise, but sometimes it's nice to put it in after. If you're doing sugar, put it in, you just got to make sure you stir it so it does dissolve. You don't want it to stick to the bottom, so I find putting it in after the coconut milk is better. Okay, there's the coconut milk, very delicious. and a couple of a tablespoon or so of honey. Just do it to taste, I would suggest, to be honest.
Okay.
We've added some yogurt because it's absolutely delicious, but Bronte doesn't like the taste of coconut too much, so she likes hers not so coconutty. So we've added some yogurt with the coconut milk.
Yes.
And you see that is actually bringing it much up to the more to the korma colour. One thing I didn't say, if you want it to be thicker, you just add in coconut. You can add coconut flour, ground coconut, or, but I don't mean coconut flakes, don't do that, I mean coconut flour or almond flour. I do coconut just because I do a mix sometimes because Bronte's not always great with almond, but almond is really the nicest one to do with korma. But I have no flour in this at all, as you can see. Just the base of the tomato puree has kept this quite thick. Okay. Now that looks like korma, and that tastes so lush.
Yeah, it does.
It's really nice. And then we have our rice over here, which is a bit too strong, but it's okay. We can mix in some more or do a little bit less herbs next time. So I think with the amount that I was putting in, yeah, I usually, so the larger amounts I put in about a spoonful, and the half amounts I put in about half a spoon, but I'll put it up on the screen for you anyway. So here it is, and Bronte is trying it out, sitting on the floor if you're about to watch a film. All wrong, I know, but there you go. Is that a good chicken korma you like? That's completely healthy. Hasn't got loads of rubbish in it, and you can do low fat if you want, or you can do high fat if you're into a high fat diet. Like,
And that makes it look really nice.
thank you. Presentation.
Presentation. It's everything.
Okay, you enjoy. Okay, so if you're going grain or carb free, then just add it to a bed of lettuce like I've done here, or otherwise get some chunky vegetables and add the spices that you would have added to the rice. And hopefully tomorrow you will join us again for another healthy recipe. Thank you. Bye.